everyone. Our discussion today is about rectangular coordinate system. We have the following objectives. And after going through this video, you are expected to illustrate the rectangular coordinate system and its uses, and illustrate linear equations in two variables. So what is a Cartesian coordinate system? The Cartesian coordinate system, also called the rectangular coordinate system, is based on a two-dimensional plane containing the x-axis and the y-axis, written in this symbol, and it is called the coordinates or ordered pairs. So we have the x-coordinate, also called abscissa, and the y-coordinate, also called ordinate. So why is it is called ordered pairs? Kasi hindi pwedeng magkapalit ang posisyon ni x at ang posisyon ni y. And this rectangular coordinate system is divided into 4 sections. So this is the figure of our Cartesian coordinate system. So we have this horizontal number line, and it is correspond to the x-axis, and we have this vertical number line, and this is our y-axis. So this is the first region of our Cartesian coordinate plane. We called it first quadrant or quadrant 1. And all of the points placed in this region has or have the sign for the coordinates, which are positive, positive. So positive, the x-coordinate is positive, and the y-coordinate is positive. So this is the second region of our Cartesian coordinate plane. So we called it quadrant 2. And the points placed on this part have coordinates which are the sign of the x-coordinate is negative and the sign of the y-coordinate is positive. Now, for this part, we call this as quadrant 3. And the points here have a negative x-coordinate and a negative y-coordinate. And in this part, we called it as quadrant 4. And it has x-coordinate, which is positive, and y-coordinate, which is negative. So we have these sample questions. We called it as learning task 1. So read the instructions carefully. So for the first one, plot the given points on one coordinate plane. So we have this Cartesian coordinate plane. So we have the first coordinate or ordered pair. We have negative 5, 4. So this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. So this is the x-coordinate and this is the y-coordinate. So we count from 0 to our x-axis, 1 to the left because it is negative 5. So we have here negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. And then positive 4. So it means upward, positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the location of our coordinate. Okay? And we have this negative 5, 4. So we have the second coordinate, which we have here as 3, 2. So how are we going to locate it in our Cartesian plane? So we have this x-coordinate. So count 3 from 0, 1 to our x-axis, 2, 3, and then count upward because our y-coordinate is positive 2. So we count upward from here, 1, 2. So this will be the location. And our coordinate is 3, 2. Next, we have the coordinate for negative 2. Take note, we have the x coordinate, 4. So we will count 4 units to the right of the x-axis. Okay, and then negative 2 y coordinate. So 2 units downward. Okay, so count. We have from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we count downward because it is negative 2 vertically for the y-axis. So 1, 2. So this is the location of our coordinate points for negative 2. Then we have number 4, 0, negative 4. So take note, this is our x-coordinate, this is our y-coordinate. So 0, so wala tayong movement sa x-axis. And then, may movement na tayo downward for our y-axis because we have negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the location. And the coordinate, 0, negative 4. And then for number 5, we have negative 3, negative 3. So we count 3 units to the left in our x-axis and 3 units downward in our y-axis. So we start from 0. This is our origin. We have 1, 2, 3. So negative 3. See the integer in our negative 3 location. Then downward, because it is negative 3, 1, 2, 3. So this will be the location of the point of negative 3, negative 3. Next, we have identify the quadrant or axis of the following points. So again, remember, this is our Cartesian coordinate plane. Quadrant 1, may sign na positive, positive. Quadrant 2, may sign na negative, positive. Quadrant 3, may sign na negative, negative. Quadrant 4, may sign na positive, negative. So number 1, we have negative 2, negative 7. So what quadrant? Quadrant 3. Number 2, we have 4, 0. Quadrant? Since it is not written or plotted in any part of the region, because it is on the x-axis, we have 4, 0. So count 4 and then 0. So wala siyang upward. So it is plotted on the x-axis. We have 5, negative 9. So what quadrant? Positive, negative. So quadrant 4. Next, number 4, negative 12, negative 29. So they are both negative. Quadrant 3. Number 5, we have 0, negative 19. So 0 yung ating x. Then downward, negative 19. So we have it y-axis because our x-coordinate is 0. So we have this learning task 2. Read the instructions carefully while answering. So we have to complete the table. We are given the equation 3x plus y equals 5. So we have this value for x which is negative 2. So let us solve 3x plus y equals 5 if x equals negative 2. So substitute negative 2 to x. So we will have 3 times negative 2 plus y equals 5. And simplifying, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Then plus y equals 5. So using addition property of equality, we will arrive with the equation y is equal to 5 plus 6 because this is negative 6. So simplifying this one, we will arrive with the value of y which is equal to 11. So our y coordinate has a value of 11. And our ordered pair will be -2, 11. Okay, now let us solve again 3x plus y equals 5 if x equals 0. So by substitution, we will have 3 times 0 plus y equals 5. Simplifying, 3 times 0 is 0. So 0 plus y equals 5. By identity property, we have 0 plus y is equal to y equals 5. So our value for y is equal to 5 and our ordered pair will be 0, 5. Okay, now let us solve for 3x plus y equals 5 if x equals 2. By substitution, we have 3 times 2 plus y equals 5. Simplifying, 3 times 2 equals 6. So we have 6 plus y equals 5. By APE, addition property of equality, y is equal to 5 minus 6. So minus 6, we have positive here. By simplifying, 5 minus 6, so y is equal to -1. So our value for y is -1 and our ordered pair is 2, -1. Now what if the x is 5? So let us solve 3x plus y equals 5 if x equals 5. By substitution, we substitute 5 to x, so we have 3 times 5 plus y equals 5. Simplifying, 3 times 5 is 15, then plus y equals 5. Using APE, we will arrive with y equals 5 minus 15. Minus 15 because 15 here is positive. And simplifying 5 minus 15, y is equal to -10. So our value for y is -10 and our ordered pair is 5, -10. Determine the slope of the line given 2 points. And our 2 points are -4, 8, and 2, 7. Now, paano ba natin masasolve ang slope ng isang line given tayo ng dalawang ordered pairs or points? So, ito dapat ang tandaan natin na formula. So, m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, dahil given tayo ng 2 points, so identify natin kung ano yung mga dapat nating i-substitute. Dahil ito ang unang ordered pair, ito ang x sub 1, ito ang y sub 1. Ito ang x sub 2, ito ang y sub 2. So, hindi dapat magkapalit. Lagi ang x, y, x, y. So, what are the values? So, ang x sub 1 natin ay -4, ang y sub 1 natin ay 8. Ang x sub 2 natin ay 2, at ang y sub 2 natin ay 7. So, i-substitute natin to dun sa ating formula. So, y sub 2, 7, minus 8, all over 2 minus -4. So, using the rule for subtraction of integers, so 7 minus 8 is -1, and 2 minus -4 is 6. And -1 over 6 is equal to -1 over 6. Kaya ang slope natin ay m is equal to -1 over 6. Second example. So, ito yung dalawang points natin or dalawang ordered pairs. Tandaan, ito ang x, ito yung y, ito yung x, ito yung y. So, again, do not forget the formula of the slope given 2 points. So, m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, our value for x sub 1 is -2, y sub 1 is -1, x sub 2 is 4, and y sub 2 is -4. So, substitute itong mga to sa ating formula. So, meron tayong -4 minus -1 all over 4 minus negative 2. So, simplifying by subtraction, negative 4 minus negative 1 is equal to negative 3. And 4 minus negative 2 is equal to 6. Simplifying, negative 3 over 6 is negative 1/2. So, m is equal to negative 1/2. Now, let us have our third example. So, ito yung 2 points natin. 2, negative 2, negative 3, 1. So, again, ang formula natin, m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, identify ulit natin ang ating mga values. So, ang x sub 1 natin ay 2, ang y sub 1 natin ay negative 2, ang x sub 2 natin ay negative 3, at ang y sub 2 ay 1. So, substitute natin itong mga values na to sa ating formula. So, we have 1 minus negative 2 all over negative 3 minus 2. So, simplify natin gamit ang subtraction. So, 1 minus negative 2 is 3. And negative 3 minus 2 is negative 5. So, 3 divided by negative 5 in simplest form is negative 3 over 5. So, m is equal to negative 3 over 5. Now, let us have our fourth example. So, we have 4, 5, and 4, negative 4. So, again, ang formula natin, m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Kuhanin natin yung mga values. So, ang x sub 1 natin ay 4, ang y sub 1 natin ay 5, ang x sub 2 natin ay 4, at ang y sub 2 natin ay negative 4. Substitute natin to sa ating formula. So, meron tayong negative 4 minus 5 all over 4 minus 4. Simplifying, so meron tayong negative 4 minus 5, it is equal to negative 9. And 4 minus 4, it is equal to 0. And negative 9 over 0 is undefined. So, bakit siya undefined? Kasi we don't have such number na i-divide pa natin sa 0. Kaya tandaan, kapag ang isang number ay dinivide sa 0, it is always undefined. So, therefore, the slope is undefined. The denominator is 0. Sample questions, learning task 3. Let us have plot and label the following points. So we only have 3 examples for this. So this is our Cartesian plane. So given tayo ng ordered pair na 0, 5. So magka-count lang tayo ng 0 sa x-axis, 5 sa y-axis, upward kasi positive. So, ito na yung 0 natin sa x-axis. Then, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this will be the location of our point, 0, 5. Then, our number 2, coordinate, or point, 1, 0. So, 1 count sa x-axis to the right, and 0 sa y-axis. So, we have this 1, and then di na tayo magka-count because our y-coordinate is 0. So, this will be the location of the point with the coordinate 1, 0. Next, we have 0, 0. So, since our x-coordinate is 0 and our y-coordinate of 0, so ito na po yung location ng point natin. So, the coordinate will be 0, 0. We have 3, 3. So, count tayo ng 3 sa x-axis, positive sa right. So, 1, 2, 3. And then 3 upward sa y-axis, positive kasi. So, 1, 2, 3. So, this will be the location. And the coordinate is 3, 3. So, find 3 solutions for the linear equations 3x minus 2y equals 1 and plot the solutions as points on a coordinate plane. So we are given 3x minus 2y equals 1. Tayo na po yung pipili kung anong gusto nating value sa x. So ang pinili ko ay negative 2. So let us solve 3x minus 2y equals 1 if x equals negative 2. By substitution, so 3 times negative 2 minus 2 times y or 2y equals 1. Simplifying, so 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 minus 2y equals 1. Then using addition property of equality, we have negative 2y equals 1 plus 6 plus because this is negative. And simplifying, we have negative 2y equals 1 plus 6, 7. Using division, we have y is equal to 7 divided by negative 2, so negative 7 over 2. So our value for y is negative 7 over 2, and our coordinate is negative 2, negative 7 over 2. Now, let us have if our x is 0. So what will be the value of y? So let us solve 3x minus 2y equals 1 if x equals 0. Substitution, so 3 times 0 minus 2y equals 1. Simplifying, so we have 0 minus 2y equals 1. 0 minus 2y is negative 2y equals 1. So dividing both sides by negative 2, so we have y is equal to negative 1/2. So for our value for y is negative 1/2 and our coordinate is 0, negative 1/2. So we have the value for 3x minus 2y equals 1. If our x is 1, so what should be the value of y? So we have substitution. So 3 times 1 minus 2 times y or 2y equals 1. So 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2y equals 1. Using APE, we have negative 2y equals 1 minus 3 minus kasi positive to. So negative 2y equals 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Dividing both sides by negative 2, we have y equals 1. So the value for y is 1 and our coordinate is 1, 1. So this will be our coordinate or ordered pair. So let us plot the solutions in our coordinate plane. So let us start with negative 2, negative 7 over 2. So this is the location. So we have the x-axis, x, negative 2, and then negative 7 over 2 in mixed number is negative 3 and 1/2 or negative 3.5. So ang location niya, so count tayo downward. So 1, 2, 3, and negative 1/2. So this will be our negative 2, negative 7 over 2. Now for this coordinate, we have 0 sa x-axis and then negative 1/2. So count lang tayo ng kalahati pababa. So this will be the location. So our coordinate is 0, negative 1/2. Next, we have this 1, 1. So count lang tayong 1 from the origin to the right sa x-axis, 1, and then 1 din sa y-axis. So, ito yung location natin. 1, 1. So, connect lang natin siya ng straight line. So, this will be the graph of 3x minus 2y equals 1. Now, let us have this learning task 4 given x plus 3y equals 5. So, find two solutions of the equation. So, for finding this, isip lang tayo kung anong pwede nating ibigay na value for x. So, start tayo kung ang x natin ay negative 1. So, copy lang natin yung equation. X plus 3y equals 5, tapos substitute natin si negative 1. Ayan. So, negative 1 plus 3y equals 5. Then, using APE, so 3y equals 5 plus 1. Plus 1 kasi negative 1 to. Then, by simplifying, 3y is equal to 6 because 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. And dividing both sides by 3, so we will arrive with y is equal to 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So our ordered pair or coordinate is -1, 2. Next, paano naman kung ang x natin ay 2? So again, copy lang natin yung ating equation. Substitute natin si 2 kay x. So 2 plus 3y equals 5. Using APE, 3y is equal to 5 minus 2. So we have 3y is equal to 5 minus 2, which is 3. Then divide lang natin to sa 3. Divide lang natin to sa 3. So y is equal to 1. So ang ordered pair natin ay 1, 2, 1. So, second, we have to graph the 2 points. So, ano ba yung 2 points na nakuha natin? We have -1, 2, and 2, 1. So, ito yung ating Cartesian plane. Graph natin si -1, 2. So, ito yung -1 natin, and then ito yung 2 natin sa y-axis. So, ito yung location. We have this coordinate, -1, 2. So, 2, 1 naman. So, ito yung 2 natin sa x, and then 1 sa y. So, ito yung location. So, we have this 2, 1. So, connect lang natin siya ng line, straight line. Ito na po yung graph nung ating equation. Next, find down natin yung slope nitong dalawang coordinates na to. So, again, ano yung formula natin sa slope? M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Substitution, so M is equal to 1 minus 2 all over 2 minus -1. Simplifying, using the rule for subtraction, 1 minus 2 is -1 and 2 minus -1 is 3. Simplifying, so M is equal to -1/3. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and God bless.